Hey everyone, appreciate you all being here at USA Crypto Group for this AMA session. Today we have ChainGamingX with us. ChainGamingX is a decentralized, democratized global gaming competition platform. With that being said, I'd like to welcome Aldo and Ricardo from the team. Pleasure to have you guys here. If you guys can start out introducing yourself, talk about your team, and give us a bit of insight on your background experience, please.
Perfect, Seattle. Thank you very much for letting us be here, for letting us have a brief amount of time to, of course, tell you a little bit of our project. Of course, you already said ChainGamingX. We're really excited to be here. Like we said, it's almost 11 p.m. in Buenos Aires. It's pretty late here, but we're here like full of energy and really happy to have the opportunity to explain, and promote a little bit about our project. And I'm going to start telling you a little bit about who I am. And then, of course, Rick is going to introduce himself. I'm Aldo. I'm the COO of the project. I've been in crypto for around quite a few years, to be honest. I started in 2014. Around that time, Bitcoin was my first investment. It was like my gate to this world. So basically, that's how I got into crypto. And of course, during all the upcoming years, I got more involved into the crypto space. Specifically, I believe that around 3 years ago, I believe a little bit when the pandemic started and everything, that was 2020. Yeah, I started in getting more deeply into the pre-sale worlds, the BSC niche and all these type of community-driven projects. And for the first time that I heard about them, I got like crazy in love with that concept, of people creating new things and also having a community that supports them. And the whole idea was really important to me, so I started investing in a lot of pre-sales. And for around like 2 years, I was an investor. Last year, I took a step and I was part of another project, also a COO. I worked with other people, and being from the other part, not being just an investor, but being actually working in a project gave me a lot of experience. Of course, I learned a lot about dApps and how blockchain works and how smart contracts actually work and everything. We did an NFT marketplace, a staking platform, NFT collection, and other things related to that. So basically, I essentially gained a lot of experience from all that. And now I started working with Rick. Rick's going to introduce himself. We started working at ChainGamingX. As you can see, that was his idea. And basically what we're doing here is like we're mixing we're finding a good balance between each other, because of course Rick is going to tell you in a little bit about himself. He has more of a traditional background, and I have a completely crypto background. So basically when he proposed me the idea of how to do this, I said, hey, we might do the idea the way you want, of course, doing it like, for example, Web2 to be more simple. But I said, no, we can like harness all the different things that the blockchain technology can do. So essentially, that's when we started working together, and we have been finding a balance that it's actually pretty great. Rick?
So yeah, well explained, man. Basically, as he said, I'm great. Well, guys, first of all, thank you so much for the space, for being here, listening to us. We appreciate your time a lot, so thank you so much. Shout out to the CGX Army. Sorry, guys, I had to do that. But yeah, basically, as he said, well, I'm Rick, I'm the CEO. I usually take care of the general tasks, I make the decisions, contact sponsors, and I basically do very CEO stuff, tasks. And well, as he tell you guys, I'm very traditional. Though I study economy, I always fix in basically normal investment, like traditional stocking and such. Crypto, I have knowledge though. I started around 2017, 2016, something like that, but it never occurred to me to basically start a project in crypto on the blockchain. So when I came out with CGX, it was like, okay, I have a great idea. Basically, as we all know, my idea is about our idea. Basically, we are working together with the guys. Is not new. Basically, the market is not new. It's very well explored nowadays. But I had these awesome utilities that's going to make basically any player welcome within our platform. You will hear about that later, so I won't spoil that much. But basically, as he said, my idea was very traditional, very simple. I don't know, well, if simple though, but it's like we said,
it was not going to be Web3.
Yeah, it's going to be Web2, like many websites that we know. But he said, I met him here in a startup convention here hosting in Argentina, basically, where I could talk to him about my idea. He said, man, I love your idea so much because I'm a gamer. Well, I'm a gamer too.
We're both gamers.
We're both gamers. Yeah. So when I talked about the ChainGamingX idea I had, he said, "Man, I love your idea. It's very enthusiastic. I want to work out with you. So let me try to convince you and make it Web3." He talked me through it, to the pre-sale, tokenization, and such, and say, "Man, you know a lot," because he started as a external consultant.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So he was giving me pieces of advice and such, and I started saying, "Man, you know a lot. You had background experience and such. So man, come on in, join the team." And he didn't even hesitate, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
So I fished him up. So basically, the both of us, and also there's Thomas here in Buenos Aires working with us. He's also Argentinian, basically. He doesn't speak very well English as we do, not to be modest, basically, but yeah, that's why he's not with us today. And also, well, we have Samuel, but Samuel is more like also, an external consultant for the
He's not part of the core team.
It's more when the platform launches, we start contacting him, but not at the moment. So, well, I don't know if I made a good summary of myself, but yeah, I'm a gamer, I'm a traditional investor. We are making an awesome team here. So I hope, guys, you love my idea. It's our idea.
Wow, what a story! How'd you guys met, huh? Startup convention.
Yeah, well, here. Sorry, I want to say that here in Argentina, the country has a lot of difficulties. It's I think that's the second or third country that has the highest inflation. So basically, last year or this year, we were going to have a 100% inflation, guys. So just imagine that. It's crazy out here. So essentially, a lot of people here are really like entrepreneurs, or the Argentinians itself have like a mentality on, I need to,
thrive.
Yeah, exactly. I need to thrive. So a lot of people are entrepreneurs here, and there's a huge, startup community here. There are a lot of huge startups here in Argentina of people helping each other, and that's amazing. And yeah, of course, I met him I think we said it right. The convention is the word in English, of course.
Yeah, entrepreneur. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And we met over there, and he started talking about all these different ideas. And I said, man, of course, I'm a gamer, like he said. And basically, when he started talking all about that, I was saying like, okay, man, your idea is great. But trust me that if you do this and this and this, these little things, you can stand out from the rest and have a really amazing product. And like he said, and I forgot to say in my introduction, sorry, I started as a consultant to him. So basically, when we first started working, I was just helping him out how he could make different changes in the platform to integrate with the blockchain, and of course having more of these utilities that are going to be amazing. So basically that's the first thing. I started working with him, and then of course throughout the time, I believe like one month ago or 1.5 months ago, he said like, man, I want you in the core team, and I was let's do it.
Yeah, I mean the story is amazing because, like you said, Aldo, you have a lot of experience in the crypto space, the blockchain. And hearing Ricardo talking about the concept and you putting one-on-one together, you're like, wow, the blockchain really accelerate the scalability, right? And the growth of it. I can, we're going to go in depth in the project, but I'm putting one-on-one together, and I can definitely see how it can definitely do that, scale the concept to a whole different level, global. I think that's what you guys trying to achieve here.
Yeah.
So with that said, amazing story. So with that said, I'd like to ask you guys, why ChainGamingX? How did the concept come about? And especially with you, Otto, what makes you think that the blockchain is the technology that's able to take this concept to the whole different level?
Perfect. I actually love that question. I'm going to give you a great answer. Of course, like I want to say, we speak English, we're fluent in English, but right now, at this time, trust me that I speak better, If you see me saying things that doesn't make sense, trust me, I speak up because of the time here, but actually I speak very good English. So I'm going to answer you that question. The thing is like this. Like we said, Rick had the idea of an online video game tournament platform. That was the original idea. And then, of course, like we said, when I said, hey, we're going to add the blockchain technology on this platform to make it different, was like this. So let me first start by saying what ChainGamingX is now. Not the first idea that Rick had, but the idea that we are developing. Basically, ChainGamingX, to make it simple so everyone can understand, is a decentralized online video game tournament creation platform where everyone in the world will be able to create or join online video games. That's the simplest description we can tell about ChainGamingX. But of course, if we leave it like that, that doesn't stand out. The only thing that might stand out from that is that it is decentralized. So essentially, we studied our competition. We have I don't know, maybe do a market research of 30 different platforms that already exist and offer this service of, you know, creating your tournament, inviting your friends, updating the results. They already exist. But one of the main disadvantages of all these different platforms is that you can't create your own tournament. For example, you can play tournaments that are created by the platform itself, for example. And of course, some platforms allow you to create tournaments, but you need to become a partner, or you need to perform, you know, different types of requests. And there are, of course, other places that let you do it upfront, you know, without any trouble. We have done our market research, and one of the main things that makes us different is that we are fully decentralized. That means that our platform will entirely be made of smart contracts interacting between each other. For example, when you create a tournament, you're essentially creating a smart contract that is going to be on Binance Smart Chain, and that is going to be interacting with everyone that wants to enter into that tournament. For example, if you enter into a tournament on the back end of the platform, you are essentially interacting with a smart contract that was created by the tournament creator. Only that, of course, the people don't know that, because they only see the front end and they don't know exactly what's going on behind, you know, on the back end. And that's exactly what we are developing. We are developing a platform that is going to be fully decentralized, so everyone can just create a tournament, invite everyone that they want, or their friends, or maybe just leave it open, you know, for the public to enter. Exactly. So basically, that's the main utility. The main utility is create or join online video game tournaments. But of course, that's not the only thing that makes us different. Like we said, we have three main things that makes us different. I'm talking about the first one that is that we are fully decentralized. The second is that we have a utility that hasn't been created yet, and that's something that in 2023, to find something that hasn't been invented yet, it's almost, I'm not going to say impossible, but it's really difficult
on such a market. Like
exactly. So basically, we are developing a utility that hasn't been invented yet, and I'm sure that once we put it in the market, many of our competitors and many of the other platforms are, of course, going to start developing their own idea basing on what we're doing. And also, not just that, the third thing that makes us truly different is that we are fully democratized. And what do I mean when I say that I am fully democratized? The entire project is going to be run by a DAO. A DAO, for the ones that don't know, is a decentralized autonomous organization. So essentially, when you hold CGX token, you will be able to stake it in the DAO. And once you stake it in the DAO, you essentially become part of the company. You're going to be invited into private Telegram and Discord groups to talk with us. And also, you will be able to vote and propose on all things that are going to be happening in the platform. So basically, the entire decision-making process is going to be made in the DAO. Whether we want to add games, we want to remove games, we want to do a tournament ourselves.
Contact set sponsor.
Yeah, we want to sponsor someone. We want to do a partnership. Where to allocate the marketing funds. All the decision of the platform is going to be run by a DAO. So basically, you will have all these types of proposals that you're going to be able to vote, and of course, your vote depends on. I'm not going to go into this. I'm going to go into this more later. But I want to tell you that that is the third thing that makes us different. That is the DAO. So essentially, let's go again. It's that we are fully decentralized. We have invented a new utility called Sponsor a Player, and we are fully democratized. That means that we are run by a DAO. And we're making this completely and easy to understand in a very simple interface. So essentially, you just enter into our platform and you create a tournament. Of course, one thing that's important is that we are not creating games here. We're already using games that have already been created, and they have massive user base. For example, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Counter-Strike, FIFA, Rocket League, League of Legends. All these huge games that has a huge number of users, we are putting this in our platform. So basically, anyone can enter into our platform and create, for example, a Fortnite tournament and put it in the platform. And of course, one thing that, like I keep on saying, we have many things that make us different, is that in our platform, every tournament creator will be able to earn money. How? You're going to charge an entry fee for the tournament, and from that entry fee, of course, multiplied by the number of players that you end up having in the tournament, you're going to have your prize pool. And from all the prize pool, the tournament creators will be able to take between 0 and 20% of that prize pool. So essentially, you can earn money by creating tournaments. So that's a huge thing that we are allowing to people. if, for example, if you don't like gaming, if you're not a gamer, but you enjoy, you know, watching other people's play, or you enjoy the gaming industry,
the social of hosting.
Exactly, yeah. For people that really just don't want to play themselves, but they want to host a tournament, they will be able to do it. They will be able to have fun, and most importantly, they will earn money through that. So essentially, we're incentivizing people to create more and more tournaments, and of course, the players, the people that want, you know, more competition, you know, because we're human beings, we love competition. We love to challenge ourselves and everything. And maybe we're just tired of playing in the gaming servers with another people, you know, on the traditional gaming, and we said, hey, I want to step up my competition, but I'm not an esport player, for example. You know, I'm not a professional esport player, so I don't know any tournaments. So basically, our platform will enable you to that. You will be able to feel, you know, a little bit of this esports industry that is growing up, and will allow you to step up your competition by using this amazing and easy to use platform that is going to be fully decentralized. The only thing that you need to do is just connect your wallet in MetaMask and have enough BNBs to pay the gas fees and the entry fees if you are a player, of course. So essentially, all these different tools that I am enabling into this platform are because we're harnessing the power of blockchain, basically. So like I said, the entire platform are going to be different smart contracts within the Binance Smart Chain interacting between each other. And like we said, it's going to be like amazing, and people won't even know about that, because like you said, they're going to see just a simple interface and won't know that in the back end it's something like beautifully made, and entirely made over the BSC.
Wow, that is really awesome. I mean, I think you guys are onto something very, very big here, and I do have a bunch of you, but just from the outside of it and seeing the idea of it, seeing your vision, I can see it. Now, just to put in perspective how big the gaming industry is, the global market value of 2022, it's actually 220 billion market value. It's one of the biggest industry in the world. The biggest, if not the biggest out there. It's huge. So I love the fact that you guys are not creating games. You guys pretty much streamline the process and bring this to the world, pretty much, to have it more accessible to everyone. And what you said there, Otto, is that when you said that you guys are actually incentivizing people to create tournaments, and the person who create the tournament gets a fee.
Exactly.
That itself alone, man, that itself alone is big. So let's say if I'm a gamer, you know, we all know that there's like tons of YouTubers out there that's gaming. So if you guys are able to tap into this YouTube and, hey, listen, I have a platform out here. You guys create a game. Oh, man, you know, this can go viral. This can go viral if you guys are able to execute this properly. I can see the vision for sure. So, yeah, I love to touch on what you say there, Otto and Ricardo, decentralization, which is amazing. So what are you saying is that when a person creates a tournament, you guys have it set up in the back end in a way that a single tournament, it creates its own contract. Is that correct?
Exactly.
That is correct. Yeah.
So basically, like I'm going to say it again, when a tournament creator, he clicks, for example, let's go the step by step of creating a tournament. If you're a tournament creator, you enter into our platform, you connect your wallet, and then of course you have the chance to select the game and create a tournament. For example, let's say that you, Seattle, create a Fortnite tournament. So basically, the first thing you do is select the game, and once you select the game, you enter into the tournament creation dashboard. And once you're in the tournament creation dashboard, you will be able to select all the different details that your tournament is going to have. You're going to select the name, you're going to select the dates, the times, the type of the tournament, if it's going to be like a direct elimination or maybe a league that is going to take more than 1 day. So you're going to select also the game mode. Of course, every game has a different game mode. But for example, 1v1, 5v5, or team deathmatch, capture the flag, every game is different, but you're going to select the game mode. And then, of course, you will be able to select the entry fee and the prize pool. The entry fee and the commission. So basically, when you select the entry fee, let's say that you, Seattle, are creating a Fortnite tournament for 50 people, and you are charging, let's say, $1 entry fee. So essentially, when you finish all that, and also let's say that you're charging a 10% commission, you create all these details, and once you click the create button, what we are doing here is we're creating a new smart contract based in the Binance Smart Chain within all this different information, and we're putting it in our platform. Our platform will display, of course, the front end, so you basically only see the tournament itself with the simple visuals and the buttons. And once you do that, that's something that cannot be modified. That's something really important that we also like to say in every AMA. Once the tournament is created, there are things that won't be able to be modified. For example, you won't be able to modify once you have created your commission. So basically, it's not possible for you to, for example, be in the middle of a tournament and at the start you say, hey, I'm going to charge a 5% commission, and in the middle say, hey, I'm going to charge a 20%. Yeah. That's not going to be possible because, like we said, it's a smart contract, and that smart contract won't have a function where you will be able to tamper and change that, because it's not going to be possible. And all these details, since they are in the blockchain, are going to be fully transparent with the people that enter into your tournament. So essentially, all the details of your tournament cannot be modified, and the people that are seeing them have full transparency because they know that those details are already written in the BSC, and the tournament creator won't be able to modify that. So once you created your Fortnite $1 entry tournament, you have everything. You have the tournament dashboard, and essentially what you have to do is, of course, wait for people to enter. And once the people enter, for example, let's say that you get 50 people to play your tournament. So essentially, you now have a $50 prize pool. The prize pool is always calculated, the entry fee multiplied by the amount of people that enter into your tournament. So now you have a $50 Fortnite tournament, and you have to manage. Of course, you need to update the results. You need to then, of course, select the winners, and then of course distribute the prize pool. Also, I forgot to say, the prize pool distribution will also be inside the smart contract. Will also be when you first create the tournament, because you need to, of course, allocate the different percentage of the prize pool. For example, if you have a $50 prize pool, you will need to say, okay, I'm taking a 10% cut of the prize pool. So basically, you're taking $5. And then I have $45 left. Sorry, not 45, because we take a 3% of all the tournaments that are into our platform, but we can talk about our revenue streams later. But for example, you have now the remaining of the prize pool. So you have to select, for example, $10 for number 1, $8 for number 2, $5 for number 3, $3 for number 4, and so on. That's how you like to do it. Every tournament is going to be different, and those details are also going to be available for everyone to see, and everyone will be calm to say that those details can't be modified. So essentially, you start your tournament, you upload the results, everyone plays, and then of course you select the winners. What you are going to do here is to select the winners. And after you place them into the prize pool distribution, you just click finalize. So you're finalizing the contract. And what the contract is doing is automatically distributing the prizes to each of the winners. So basically, something else that is really important is that the tournament creator won't have any line of code that he will be able to use to drain the funds from the tournament. So one question that we always had is, hey, what happens is, for example, we pay the entry fee and then the tournament creator keeps the funds. The funds will never be from the tournament creator. The funds will always be in the smart contract, and the only way for the funds to go is when the tournament creator finalizes the tournament by allocating all the prize pool to the winners. So essentially, that's the only way. And the most appealing thing that we have is that we are also a payment platform powered by blockchain, powered by Binance Smart Chain. The payment is going to be automatically into our platform. There are other platforms that are really great. We love the other platforms, like we have seen them. They have an amazing visuals. They're easy to use and everything, but they don't have the payment distribution system, for example.
It's tedious, basically.
Exactly. So basically, if you do a tournament for 50 people and you have a prize pool for 10 people, you will need to pay 10 people manually. For example, one will want a wire transfer, other will say, hey, I want it in PayPal, others say, hey, Venmo me, anyone will have a different payment method, so it's going to be like tedious. So we are allowing people to play here this tournament and having all the prizes distributed just by finalizing the tournament. So basically, I think that I have already put more or less with details on how the tournament creation works and why that is an amazing tool for someone to come and create their own tournament and also win money by that. Because when you finalize the tournament, you only get the percentage of commission that you set, and that's the only thing that goes to your wallet. So essentially, people can host daily tournaments or weekly tournaments, and as many people, and as you start using our platform and you start getting more and more tournaments, like you have good reputation, because we are going to have a cool and amazing reputation system where users will be able to qualify you after the tournament. Because remember, this is decentralized. That means that everyone will be able to create a tournament. And also that means that being decentralized and giving this tool to everyone, it gives room for a lot of things. And for example,
much power.
Yeah, exactly. For example, what may happen is someone creates a tournament, but it's too lazy to update the results. For example, you play a match and the tournament creator, for example, takes 4 hours to update the results, or the tournament finishes and he takes, for example, like 10 hours to distribute prizes and that things, and people will be able to qualify you at the end of the tournament. And of course, the more level you get in our platform, the more perks we're going to give you. You start as a tournament enthusiast, then a tournament
initiator, and then rank master.
Exactly. We have 3 different types of tournament creator ranks, and of course
with its own perks, basically. So as he's trying to say, is basically we are trying to incentivize the tournament creators not only to behave properly and be honest with the competitors and the people who join the tournaments, but also to keep on creating tournaments, basically, because as you create tournaments, you behave, you update the results properly, you engage with the community, with the competitors and such, you will increase in the ranks, basically, because as we say, it's an opportunity to make money. So you want to be ranked the highest as possible, because we will give, but the perks could be, for example, being your tournament exposed in our front page,
more exposure.
Exactly, more exposure. There's a commentator program we are working on, we will talk about it later. Having your match highlights, for example, I don't know, the plays of the competitors or the competitor. We want to participate in your tournament, basically, because you are giving us this much opportunity to basically showcase themselves, their gaming career, if you could call it like that. So it's amazing, because we have thought everything in order to incentivize these tournament creators to behave properly, but also to engage in create more and more tournaments and do a research of, I don't know, which games are mainstream right now, which games are hot and such, and say, hey, I know I can make money, so I will try to do my best to get as many competitors as I can, increase that prize pool, because as he said, it will be shared, basically. It will be distributed and a way to do that, to make money. So
yeah, it's an amazing tool for everyone that wants to create tournaments, earn money, and also let's not focus on the making money. That's cool also, but let's focus on when someone creates a tournament, they're allowing other people, let's say that if you're a player, you are allowing players from everyone in the world to be able to take part of a competition. And like I said, we're human beings, we love competition. So basically, they're allowing people to step up their levels. And like we said, the more you rank as a tournament creator, the higher level is, you will get much more exposure. You're gonna be more trusted, because let's face it, there are two Fortnite tournaments. For example, Seattle, that's your Fortnite tournament, and then there's Mike Fortnite tournament, but Mike is a tournament master. So essentially, he has the highest reputation in our platform. Everyone knows that he updates the results on time, that he distributes his prices on time. He hasn't tried to scam or do anything weird, and
he gathers many players easily.
Exactly, and of course, you are going to see all that, and his term is going to be like with much more exposure. Essentially, you will try to get into his tournament first before it gets fueled, because remember, if you're a tournament master, the most likely is that you open a tournament and it's going to get like full in no time, because everyone will want to go in there. So that's one of the main perks we do. But basically, like I said, that's a not so brief description on how the tournament creation worked. But I think that you may remember, Seattle, that I talk a lot. So feel free to interrupt me at any time if you want.
I definitely vividly remember that you do talk a lot. Wow, no, it's actually very beautiful. I think, like you said there, I think that the key word is decentralized, right? So it's trustless, no middleman. And that's the only way you can scale with a project like this, right? It's all done automatically without you guys having to spend or hire a team to make sure things go accordingly. And this can only be done through a smart contract. So that's actually the ingenious part about this whole project is Audit. You recognize the technology of the blockchain, and you implemented the technology, which is amazing, because again, scalability is important. So in a sense, you guys are incentivizing entrepreneur, right? So you're giving a platform for every single gamer out there, especially if you have influence, or even if you are good at marketing, you're able to create a tournament and, you know, and pretty much bring people in, market yourself, and you get a fee off of this. Amazing.
Exactly. Yeah, and like we said, the more people create tournaments, the more we earn, because remember, we get 3% of all the tournaments created. So essentially, when we have like a daily tournament creation of, I don't know, maybe 10, 100, or like we said, scalability, we're not the owners of the tournaments. We are not the ones creating or managing the tournaments. We are just allowing people to create their tournaments over our platform. We are giving them a tool. That's what we are doing. Like, we're creating something decentralized that everyone can use. But you wanted to say,
yeah, just one quick thing. We are going though to hosting our own tournament,
of course,
free of charge, basically. But yeah, we are not the owners of the tournament.
All the tournaments are in the platform.
So we are going to create tournaments.
Yeah. That's going to be a great way that we're going to attract people.
Yeah.
One of our marketing strategies, if you want to call it like that, is, for example, that we're going to be creating a lot of entry fee tournaments. For example, let's say that we create a Fortnite tournament that it's a $0 entry fee, but we are going to put a $100 prize pool, for example. So essentially, we instead of paying for other type of marketing, we're paying marketing for our community and for our people. So everyone will see that, hey, there's a free tournament that offers like $100 prize pool. I'm gonna go in there. So we're attracting a lot of more people, and we have also think about a lot of mechanisms to play with, you know, with this kind of thing. For example, another mechanism that I have in mind, of course, is, for example, a burning mechanism. We all know that we have the CGX token that, for everyone that doesn't know, is we're having our Fairlaunch right now on Pinksale. But for example, our CGX token is going to have a lot of utilities. You will be able to play tournaments and pay an entry fee in CGX token, of course, having prize pool in CGX token. But one thing that we're also going to do that is also a marketing strategy and also a burning mechanism is, for example, we're going to make a tournament where people will pay their entry fees in CGX. So essentially, if they have CGX, they will use them to pay for the entry fee. And if they don't have CGX, they're going to go and buy CGX. And we're going to gather all that CGX. We're going to burn that CGX, and we're going to give a prize pool in, for example, USDT. So essentially, we're paying like a marketing, because we're paying for people to use our platform. And also, we are destroying circulating supply of CGX. So basically, I believe that's something very, very smart, because you're having like a win-win. But yeah, like we said, we're not the owners of all the tournaments. We're just creating an amazing tool that will be for everyone to use. We're introducing this into the gaming industry, and we personally believe that it's going to be like really, really great. And like I say, like, we have all the ingredients to make this happen. We have a great team. We have an experienced team. We have a great idea. We already have a great community that supports us.
All the bases, basically all these possible scenarios. You, Seattle, almost went ahead with us. And in terms of marketing, yes, we are basically planning a strategy to attack for example, streamers, the streamer communities, the gamers, basically, and attract them and say, hey man, if you host a tournament in our platform, it's going to be free of charge for your user, basically, so they can meet us and come around, compete with us, compete in the tournament. So we have these so many possibilities, basically, to attract as much people as possible to our platform. So there's many things we can do. Basically.
And we like I said, we're introducing this platform into the gaming industry that, like you perfectly said, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah,
so basically, we're not, of course, trying to get the whole percent, but just by getting a small percent of market share, we can be huge. That's something that makes me smile when I think that when we do this thing correctly, we're going to get like a piece of that market, and we're going to actually create something that is going to be good, and it's going to, a lot of big companies are going to start looking at us, and I believe that a lot of companies will try to say, hey, I will try to buy you, and like I said, we're completely decentralized. We create something, and the only thing that is going to run that is the DAO. We can go into details there, because like we said, this is a platform that will be created by us, but it's going to be run by everyone. Everyone that has CGX token will have a share of vote in there. So it's pretty great. But let's go back to what you say. That's right. We are not the owners of the tournament. We're just providing this tool for everyone to use. We're harnessing the blockchain technology for everyone that wants to create their own tournaments. and that's something amazing, to be honest, to
Yeah.
create this tool that is going to incentivize many people to expand, you know, their gaming careers to other horizons. It's amazing.
And the gaming community too, it's awesome. They
Yeah.
are very creative, so there's many. So I would also say there are many possibilities that could happen. Yeah.
We're not a project based off hype.
No,
like I said,
guys.
we did our research. For example, we are not a project. We're not an AI project. We're not an NFT, a metaverse, you know, or all the. We're not even a P2E. You know, we're not a project that is trying to do hype. We're like a real utility, real industry, real life, real team, real everything project. And like I would say, that has not become so common nowadays. You know, nowadays if you see other projects that are doing pre-sales or are trying to raise funds, you know, most of them are projects that are trying to you know, run on a hype, for example, that is happening at the moment. But I think that right now our project, if you read our white paper, if you see our website, if you listen to us in the AMAs, if you do all these different things, I think that you can get to the conclusion that we have something here and it's something good. And this could be like the start of something that is going to be like amazing. And I wish that, for example, in a year from now, we have become like something really big, and we can say, hey, remember when those guys were at the USA Crypto Group having an AMA? That's my wish. Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Now I know we have a lot to talk about because I think you guys are on something really good here. So we're going to try to be more direct. Okay, guys. So I'm going to ask questions of you guys because I really want our community to really understand your project. So we're going to make this more efficient and more direct into our conversation. Okay. Now, Aldo, Ricardo, that is actually, you guys did something that's actually really clever there, is that you guys built something decentralized and able to scalable without you guys being involved. Huge, very crucial. Now, my question is, currently right now, is the contract audited?
Perfect. So right now we have our CGX contract audited, that is from our token. And that's actually a really great question, because besides our token being audited, that the audit of our token is especially more of a token audit. Like we said, in our platform, all the different things that interact between each other are essentially smart contracts. So basically, when you create a tournament, you are creating a smart contract. When you are joining a tournament, you're interacting with that smart contract. When you sponsor a player, that's another thing that we're going to talk, you're creating a smart contract. And the reward store, it's also going to have a smart contract. So basically, all the smart contracts that are going to be in our platform, they all be completely audited. So like I said, when I was explaining the tournament creation, for example, that I said that the tournament creator won't have a function to exploit, to drain the funds, that is going to be shown into an audit, guys. So basically, all the different smart contracts that will be in our platform, besides our token, that also it's audited and we have passed it without any type of issues, all these other smart contracts that are more gaming related and platform related are going to be fully audited for everyone to see, of course. Awesome. Security is one of our main concerns.
Now, perfect. I think that's going to be very crucial, because I think that's your bread and butter. That's the main function of this whole project. Is that function there. It's huge. That's actually really clever of you guys to do this. Now, have you guys tested out yourself using this contract creations or tournament creation, and was there any problem with that? Did it work perfectly?
Perfect. So actually, the tournament creation is the simplest smart contract to create. To be honest, it is not that difficult. But still, we are going to, of course, after the Fairlaunch ends, one of our main things that we're going to use with what we raise is, of course, on product development. And when we say product development, is of course we're going to be partnering up with another software development company that specializes in smart contracts. Specializes in smart contracts, and they're going to give us, of course, a consulting on what we're currently doing, so we can have, of course, the best of both worlds. We can start with something, and then we can have it, for example, I don't say how to say in English, revised or no, examined by review. Yeah, exactly, by other teams. So basically, we have like a double seal of check. Or we have something like really great. But going again, the smart contract creation for the tournament is really easy. I can do that, and I have already done that. But of course, like we said, we're going to have these like double checked. By all the smart contracts are going to be double checked. The only contract that is actually pretty difficult, that is the one that we're going to need the most help. That, for example, I maybe can say, hey, maybe I don't feel like 100% comfortable of doing this. because, you know, of like I said, this is a huge platform. So of course, it's okay that I don't feel like 100% okay by doing it myself, because I'm looking at the bigger picture. And if I say, for example, hey, I'm the best at this, and of course I can code it and do it, I may be like lying, or maybe be like too confident. So of course I'm going to have a lot of help doing that. But the sponsor a player smart contract is the most difficult one, because it has a lot of variables. But yeah, from now, the smart contract, the tournament creation, other smart contracts, for example, from the reward store and the DAO are working perfectly. For example, the DAO mechanism is actually pretty easy, and that's something that I'm very familiarized, because I have played in other things with that. So basically, yeah. But we're doing the contracts, of course. We're starting all the smart contract creation in-house, and of course, after Fairlaunch, we're gonna have it. We're gonna have external help on doing the double check, and then when we have done the double check and we have the green light, we're gonna have them all audited. And after they are all audited, we're going to deploy them. And once we deploy them, we're going to be live. We're going to be live, and we're actually. In our calendar, we have here, how do you say in English?
The blackboard.
The blackboard, yeah,
whiteboard.
The whiteboard, yeah. We have a whiteboard over there in our office, because right now we're in our office, guys, and we're sleeping in our office also.
Yeah, you didn't have to tell it.
Yeah, sorry, but we were spending a lot of time in the office.
Now, Ricardo, okay, so when are you expecting to get the contract creations all done and audited?
Perfect,
what is the time frame you think?
Perfect. So like I was saying, we have here a date that it's like written, and it's April 28th. That's the date that we are planning on going live. If everything goes right, it's going to be that date. And if there's any kind of delay, it won't be more than a week from that. So essentially, we're launching not even a month since our Fairlaunch ended.
Yeah, so that's coming up here very soon here. And it's like within 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're finishing our Fairlaunch tomorrow. That is April 7th, and then the 28th is like 21 days later. Yeah. Not even a month after. Yeah, that's what we want to do, and we're going to do the first release with only 5 games. We're not going to do like a whole catalog of games.
Yeah, just to like do a better test basically. But I told him, please, man, we are going to launch, but we are going to launch properly and smoothly. So I want all the contracts audited, working properly within each other. So that's why we're postponing this to that date. But yeah, basically, it's that.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's crucial. You know, make sure you guys take your time to make sure that everything is audited and everything works accordingly. Because once you launch that, you can be looking at, I mean, a lot of people, because the beauty about this thing is that the gaming industry is so big, right? It's not like one person can take over the whole market value, the market cap, or whatever, the market share, right? Because the gaming is so big, you can have like 1,000 influencers out there, and there's still enough market share to go around with everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? So it's so big. Yeah. This is actually very, very big. If you guys execute this properly, this is actually very huge. I'm putting one-on-one together now. I'm like, I can definitely see the vision why you guys created this concept. Now, the big question is, Ricardo, is that all these fees that you guys will be earning from the platform, from people creating tournament, tell me, how does this benefit? How does that go back into the ecosystem that benefit the investors?
Perfect. That's an amazing question. And like we said, we have 3 revenue streams. The first one is that we are going to charge 3% commission of all the prize pools. The second one is that we're going to, of course, provide ad spaces throughout our platform that anyone will be able to buy and promote. I believe that's going to be other projects or gaming brands, or we're going to be like checking who is going to be like promoting there, but it's essentially ad spaces. And the third revenue stream is the sponsored tournament. So people will be able to pay us to have their tournament sponsored in our homepage, guys. So basically, if you want your tournament to feel faster, if you want your tournament to for example, to be filled faster and to be showcased or that to have more exposure, you will be able to pay us, and we will have it in a special place in our homepage. So those are our 3 revenue streams, and like you said, these revenue streams help the ecosystem, because remember, guys, we are a 0% tax buy or sell token, so we are not charging any taxes on the commission. We are not taxing the investors to keep the lights on. We have figured other revenue streams to keep the lights on. And that thing, and all these types of revenue, they're going to be made to marketing, and all the operating expenses. For example, the office, the people that are going to be working here, also the hosting, the service, everything that is the operating expenses, you know, everything that includes all the expenses that our platform has, are going to be paid by all these three revenue streams. And after that, we're, of course, at some point, we're going to have a net revenue. You know, after everything is paid, we're going to have a net revenue. And that net revenue is the one that goes directly back into the ecosystem. That net revenue goes directly back to all the members of the DAO. Like I was saying, when I first started the AMA, the DAO is something huge, and it's something that is the way you become part of the company. When you stake your tokens in the DAO, you're going to be able to vote, to propose, you will be able to talk with us directly, and the most important thing is that you will earn profits from the net revenue that ChainGamingX has. So basically, you're truly part of the company. If you stake your tokens in the DAO, your CGX tokens become equity in the company, if you want to call it like that. So basically, if, for example, ChainGamingX reports a net revenue of $1,000, of course, and in the DAO we have 100 million CGX tokens staked in the DAO, and for example, you, Seattle, you are the owner of 10 million CGX tokens. We're going to put the $1,000 in the DAO. In the DAO, they're going to check how much tokens they are, and of course, they're going to be divided according to the percentage of what everyone holds. So basically, if you hold $10 million, that's 10% of the DAO, you're going to get 10% of the net revenue, that's $100. Yeah. So basically, that's the way it goes back into the ecosystem and the investors. That's the main appeal of the CGX tokens for all the investors. If you buy CGX token, you're becoming part of the company. You're going to be able to vote, you're going to be able to propose, you're going to be able to talk with us, and of course, you're going to be able to earn money by doing that thing.
Many possibilities.
Exactly. So that's one of a really great way of rewarding the investors for, of course, staking their tokens and leave it there, and also reducing a lot of selling pressure from the market.
Very important, very important. So, you know, for those who are listening, just what Audit just said there. So the project is not relied on just the blockchain to make revenue. A lot of projects out there rely on the tax, right? The taxes, buy and sell taxes, which is not sustainable at all. And I always say that you got to figure out a way how to create external revenue, not relying on the ecosystem itself to make your money, which is the taxes. And here these guys have zero tax, zero at all, in and out. So what that means is that they are creating revenue through ad space, like you say, 3% off the tournaments, and also sponsorship.
Exactly.
So in order to earn your yield based off the revenue or the net profit, you put your tokens into the DAO, which is the decentralized autonomous organization, which gives you the power to make decision making only, but the net profit goes into the DAO and you get paid proportionate to whatever you're holding. Correct?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
All right. Very straightforward. Very and I like that. You know, I like that you guys decide to make the DAO as a staking platform to earn your earning as well, because this also incentivizes people to hold long term, and it's actually great for the chart as well. So great job on that thought process there.
Thank you. Yeah, for me, like I always say, I am a truly believer of community-driven project. I know that that's a very cliche word, and everyone says that we're community-driven or we're for the community. But I believe that what we're doing is actually proving everyone that this is a community-driven project, that it will be run with the community. Because let's give an example. Seattle, you buy the CGX token, you put it in the DAO, and in the DAO you're going to have all these different types of proposals. That those proposals are the ones that are going to run the platform. Those are we are going to decide which games are we going to put next, which are the tournaments that we're going to create. Should we go with marketing with this YouTuber or this streamer? All these different proposals are going to be there, and you will be able to vote on that. And we are going to listen to the votes of the DAO. So basically, we of course are going to be like you. Also, the only difference,
democracy.
Exactly. That's why we say that we are decentralized and democratized. We're democratizing our platform, and we're one more. Once this is live, like actually we're the same as any other. The only thing that makes us, for example, different is that we will be able to have an access over the tournaments, for example, for people that are cheating. That's the only thing that makes us different, that we're going to have like full access, and that's the only thing we will be able to do, besides, of course, changing the aesthetics of the website. We're going to be able to, for example, if there's someone that is doing a tournament, and the tournament, for example, he I don't know, he gets mad and said, oh, okay, I don't know, I'm not going to update the results and everyone's going to have their money frozen here. We are going to have a special access to enter into that tournament. And for example, if someone created a tournament and said, hey, I'm not going to update the results, I'm not going to distribute the money, we're going to be able to enter there and of course finalize the contract ourselves and return the money to all the people that are in that tournament. So that's a great thing to do. But that's the only thing that makes us different. Like the DAO truly makes this democratized, and we're all the same. For example, if I love I don't know, maybe Mario Kart, and I want to do a Mario Kart tournament, and I put it in the DAO, should we add Mario Kart? And everyone votes no. That's it. I won't be able to put it in the platform because I'm one more. But of course, there's something really important. The more CGX tokens you hold, the more voting power you have. That's something really important. And remember, guys, we hold 10% of the total supply, that it's locked and will be vested. You can check the vesting calendar in the Pinksale platform. And of course, yeah, once we're getting our tokens, we will be putting directly into the DAO. We're totally fully transparent. You can see that we're fully doxed and everything. We have our wallets doxed in our website. So of course, after we receive our tokens, we're going to put it in the DAO, and we're going to be like the same as you guys. So it's going to be like fully democratized.
Now, Otto, walk me through the process. So let's say I create a tournament. Okay, so now I run an ad. I bring in a bunch of players, US players. What kind of, I guess, money do you need? Can you participate by fiat money, or it has to be your native token?
Perfect. We're going to allow four different currencies in the tournaments. We're going to allow our token. So CGX token is going to be the currency to pay the entry fees. Remember something very important. The entry fee currency is the same as the prize pool currency, because remember that the prize pool currency, it's calculated multiplying the entry fee by the number of players that are going to be in the tournament. So remember that the entry fee is the same currency as the as the prize pool. So basically, you will be able to pay the entry fee in CGX, in BNB, in USDT, or BUSD. So we are allowing 2 stable coins and 2 crypto. It's going to be BNB because, of course, we're in Binance Smart Chain, and in CGX. And the only thing you need to do to enter into a tournament is to have enough funds to pay for the entry fee and having some BNB to pay for the gas fees. That's it. You need to just connect your wallet, pay the entry fee. Once you enter into a tournament, you are going to type your username, your game username, so the tournament creator can know who you are, and that's it. You play the tournament. The tournament creator is going to be the one in charge, of course, of saying, hey, I'm going to create the lobby, I'm going to create the tournament, but that all happens in the game itself. Yeah. It doesn't happen in our platform. Of course, every tournament creator is the one responsible to creating the private matches and organizing dates and everything. But from the player side, you only connect your wallet, pay for the entry fee, and wait instructions from the tournament master. Yeah, very simple, very straightforward.
So I think as far as gaming go, because there are top 10 projects, blue chips project gaming. So we know that those projects in a billion market cap. So there's enough people in the blockchain alone. But when I think about this project idea, right, this is huge. The concept is huge, and it's very scalable. Now, when we talk about scalability and to really expand this to its potential, you have to tap into your ordinary clientele or gamers that may have not been exposed to the crypto yet. Have you guys thought about the onboarding process or maybe the educational ways to onboard these guys?
Perfect. Yeah. So the main barrier that we have, that we always say, the main barrier to have to get more customers is that not everyone is Web3 savvy, not everyone knows how to use MetaMask, Trust Wallet. So that's our main barrier. That's the main thing that we are looking at to break it down and gather because let's say we have more people that don't know how to use crypto than people that actually know how to use crypto.
Actually, guys, it was our first discussion when we started talking about the project. I said, man, I know, I get you, but there's many people that doesn't get involved in basically into crypto and such. But the way he explained to me and how he took me through it and such, I said, well, it's not that hard, basically. It is easy. But the thing is that we have to find a way in order to contact these clients and say, hey, man, come take a look at us. We are not scary. We are not that complicated and such. So yes, we are having a plan for the onboarding basically. But first of all, I would like to say we are opening the door basically to the Web3. We are a way to enter to basically all gamers to know Web3. Come in, join creator tournaments, player tournaments, see how easy it is to just connect your wallet, have your prices distributed automatically, not having issues with for example, I don't know, the tournament creators cameras and not sharing the winnings and such. See how easy it is. So that's basically a good question. He will continue explaining to you basically, but I wanted to add that I had that exact discussion with this man. I said, man, I don't know how are we going to get through it if there are not many gamers in the Web3. And yeah, basically that. Yes, we are taking care of that as a way to basically invite all gamers to see how easy it is. There's going to be an onboarding. There are going to be tutorials. There are going to be frequently asked questions. There are going to be a support 24/7 from our side. Basically, there's going to be many ways. We are not. We are holding your hands, basically, saying, "Hey, guys, see how easy it is." I don't know if you want to add something.
No, you said it perfectly.
I wanted just to say that I get your question.
You are the Web2 guy, yeah.
Yeah, I am the Web2 guy, basically. Now I'm a Web3. But yeah, basically that is how easy it is and how Web3 is going to solve a lot of things. But not only that, guys. The Web3 is basically the new standards now. But well, not just now it's a new standard, but yes, it's going to take over the market. So basically, it's a way to invite you guys and join and start getting to know this technology because it's amazing, it's life solving. So I hope I get help you.
I think that if like we are going to be the doorway to crypto for many people.
That's
so actually that's something that I personally believe, because you all know that I'm a crypto fan. So basically knowing that this platform will allow many people to enter into the crypto ecosystem, that for me it's amazing. I know for sure that we're going to be the entry platform for many more people to enter into the crypto world.
Trust me, I was that guy. Now I see how easy it is. I say no.
Well, I think Ricardo, the reason I asked is because I think I definitely see the vision, and I definitely see the scalability of this project here and how big it can get. The reason why I asked is from an entrepreneur perspective. Like you said, Ricardo, you will open this space, this concept to a lot of different people out there. Now, you guys should be worried that if you guys do not take this by speed, right, do not run with this quickly, you may get another copycat that come in and able to utilize the platform or able to market it faster and could potentially, I don't know, just take over a huge market share from your idea, right? So that's something that should be in back of your head as well, because the idea is great. But the adoption from the traditional side is still pretty hard. It's a challenging space.
Yeah, it is.
It is, but that issue, of course, is the main issue of most startups. You know, the first issue that most startups have is exactly that. How can I get like more user base? How can I get more active users? How can I get big so a bigger company doesn't come and basically creates a copycat of my idea with more funds and more everything and performs it better. So essentially that's, I believe, the main issue of almost all startups here. On most of, like we were saying with Rick,
markets.
Yeah, we will be, for example, getting, you know, offers of I don't know, maybe big gaming companies trying to buy this thing, where of course they're not going to be able to. But we're going to say is these, of course, are going to, many people are going to raise their eyes and say, hey, this is interesting, this is a good idea, and they will probably try. So yeah, we know that we have to run against, you know, time and grow big. And I think that we have the right marketing strategies to do that, because like we said, guys, something really important, we are gamers, so we actually know how this works. For example, I not just play all the time, but I also watch a lot. I love watching tournaments. I love watching streamers. I know a lot about that, and I know how our marketing strategies with partnerships with Twitch streamers, YouTube streamers, then of course a partner with esports teams. We are already in talks.
Disclosing everything right now, basically.
But we're already in talks. Yeah. So basically, we are trusting that we have our expertise as gamers, not just gamers, because we will not. Of course, I believe that most of you have already noticed that I know a lot about crypto and I have experience on how to do these types of things. But besides that, guys, we're gamers and we know how to market gamers. So essentially, that's something that we're going to be doing, and I think that we're going to introduce something new, that is sponsor a player. That's an amazing utility. We can talk about that later, Seattle, if you want. But that utility for me, it's the thing that is going to make us grow like exponentially and really fast, because it's something that it's new, guys. It's something that no one else has it, and I believe that everyone's going to come with us first, and that's going to make us a really big difference, because it's another money-making utility that is also a win-win for the player and for the sponsor.
It will also open up the door to many players, basically. So that's why we believe it's a very good strategy to grow exponentially, basically.
Yeah, and I've done a lot of marketing myself. So something like this, I'm pretty sure you guys, like you said, you guys have thought of your marketing strategies already.
Yeah.
But I'm not really a gamer, but I do understand business. I get it. But one of the ways that you can actually do this, and maybe you might have thought of already, is find out who's the biggest YouTube gamer in the space, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure what the sponsorship is, but if this guy here understands your platform and he continuously making about tournament on his YouTube channel, and maybe some easy directions of how to acquire BNB or BUSUD, set up the Trust wallet or even MetaMask wallet, like you said, you have 2 stable coin. That's all you really need, right? Setting up a Trust wallet and MetaMask, get some BNB. So if you have one guy continuously putting out video and you sponsor this guy, I don't know, partnership, pay, whatever you got to do. But if this guy continues to do that, and I think it will go viral. What happened is that you have other gamers looking at this guy and say, oh, wow, okay, there's a bunch of tournaments over here, and this guy's making money. I'm a good gamer too. I want to go challenge these guys. He's demographic or he's players, right? Then I think over time, people pick up, right? Then eventually, how I foresee is that you have other influencers sitting aside like, oh, damn, he's making a bunch of money off this, gaming or ChainGamingX game, right? I want to be involved with this platform, right? Because it's pretty much free. So the barrier to entry is free. It's the knowledge. It's the knowledge of, it's the knowledge how to set up the MetaMask, the Trust wallet, acquire the BNB, or even buy into your token. I think that's the barrier, but I think you guys understand that.
Yeah, but you call it barrier, but we actually call it an advantage, like a marketing strategy too, because we are inviting the competitors to a new platform, Web3 based. We basically all new. It's going to be, as we said, it's going to be so simple to just connect your wallet. We are going to walk through it and such, and see how easy it is to share the winnings, have your stats automatically updated and uploading our platform. So what is, some people call it like, I don't know, like a barrier, or I don't know if the Web2 people are going to interact with you and such. We call it basically, a marketing strategy and advantage from our side. So that's why we are so hyped out about this project, this platform, and we know it's going to have a lot of user base and such. And also, Seattle, your advice in marketing a YouTuber, it's awesome, because we have thought about
it's already on.
It's already on. As we said, we don't want to disclosure as much, basically, because as you said, it could be stolen from us. The idea is our baby, basically. But yeah, we have thought about it. Streamers, YouTubers.
There's one simple thing that we're going to do with streamers that we can't disclose, but because that's something that we have already started, that it's a partnership that it's going to work like this. For example, let's say you, Seattle, have a Twitch channel with over 100,000 subscribers, and you play League of Legends. Essentially, what we are already doing is proposing this type of deal. You're going to create a tournament in our platform. You don't need to manage it if you don't want. We are going to manage it for you. So essentially, you just put your face and your name that you're creating a tournament in our platform. We will manage it for you. We're going to charge a free entry, and we're going to give a huge price. Right? So essentially, we're saying we're going to charge $0. We're going to give, for example, a $500 price, and it's going to be your tournament, and you don't have to manage it. You just need to redirect all your followers into that tournament, and you have to, for example, post things about your tournament. So what we're doing there is we're giving free money for him, because he doesn't have any cost. We're giving free money to their community. So essentially, he's going to start having more people following him because they are going to know that that guy is organizing free entry tournaments that actually pay. So it's a win-win, and that's something that we are already offering. We are already in talks with several streamers, and we're offering this partnership. There are, of course, streamers that are saying, hey, that's an amazing idea, I'm down to it, because of course that we're rewarding their community. And there are of course other streamers that are saying, hey, I'm totally down for it, you're going to reward my community and you're also going to pay me. Of course everyone is different, but that's a great way of getting new users. And for me, I believe that is going to be one of the most effective thing, is that of course all these different streamers saying, hey, I'm creating a tournament, it's essentially free for my followers and you will be able to earn money. So yeah, that's an amazing marketing strategy, and that's going to help us grow exponentially.
Yeah, and to participate, like you said, you have 2 stable coins, and to acquire these stable coins, it's very easy. You don't have to know in depth of the blockchain technology, right? Just maybe sign up for a Binance account or set up MetaMask and go acquire. So that's actually very easy to do. Yeah, have you guys thought of because a contract to convert fiat into BNB, I think it's actually could be done very easily. So let's say if a person, let's say I have no knowledge or whatsoever about the blockchain, but if I enter in $5, couldn't you carry out a contract where it's grab that $5 and go straight into the BNB site and sell it, convert it back into that player's, whatever stable coin, like immediately?
Yeah. We have already thought about that, and there's something really easy. For example, MoonPay, that it's a payment processor where you can buy a crypto with a credit card. So basically, we're of course thinking of, for people that are Web 2, we can put that integration that is actually really easy. It's really easy to put it into the platform and say, hey, you don't have BNBs, you don't have crypto, pay with credit card. It's instantly, and it goes directly to your wallet, and you kill 2 birds with one shot, because you're creating a wallet and you're also funding that wallet, so you're good to go. And it's going to be really easy just by paying with credit card.
This man thought it of all, but you can catch it.
Awesome. Yeah, like MoonPay, yeah, definitely they do something like that as well. Awesome, guys. Now another thing that actually really stands out as I'm going through the white paper is that the P2E. Did I get cut off there, guys, for a bit?
Yeah, we lost you 1 second, man.
We go to P2E now.
Yeah, so actually the sponsor player. What is that about?
Perfect. I was waiting for this moment. I was waiting for this moment.
In question.
Yeah, because that's the thing that will make us completely different, guys. Like I said when I first started, 3 things makes us different: fully decentralized, sponsor a player, and fully democratized. Let's talk about sponsor a player. Sponsor a player utility is something unique and amazing. What it is essentially, let's put it like this: there's Seattle Fortnite tournament that is charging $1 entry fee. If you don't have $1, if you don't have any type of money, if you don't have money to pay for the entry fee, for example, in a tournament, you can add yourself in a list in that tournament that is that you're looking for someone to sponsor you. So essentially, anyone in the platform can enter and see, hey, this tournament has like 5 people that are waiting to be sponsored. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on the people, on the guy that wants to be sponsored. You will be able to check all his statistics. You will be able to see how much wins he has, how much loss he has, what's his win rate. You're going to see it in his in-game statistics. You're going to see how many earnings he has already done in the platform. If he has won another tournament, you're going to see all these different statistics, so you can make an informative decision. And then, if you're okay with that, you will be able to enter into a sponsorship deal with him. That basically is, you select him, you send him your offer, because when you're doing a sponsorship, you have to decide the percentage of the future winnings. So basically, you say, we're going to split the winnings 70-30, 70 for the player, 30 for the sponsor, or maybe 80-20, 90-10, whatever you want. But it always needs to be minimum 60-40. Always the player needs to have a little bit more than the sponsor. So basically, after that, if the player agrees, you're good to go. A smart contract is created, and that smart contract of sponsorship is the one that enters into the tournament. So basically, you pay the $1 entry fee for this tournament, and then, for example, this player wins the tournament and wins the $10 prize pool. So what happened? It goes automatically through the smart contracts, goes $7 to the player and $3 for the sponsor. So essentially, that's the best way of that works. And basically, you will be able to sponsor any type of player that you can in the
that you want.
Yeah, exactly, that you want in the platform, and all that is automatically. So it like I said, it's a smart contract. So there's no room that, for example, you sponsor the player and then that player says, hey, I'm not going to pay you the $3 that are your commission. You know, that's not going to be happen, because like we said, the beauty of blockchain technology and smart contract is going to be automatically, and the sponsor is going to receive their money, and therefore the sponsor can sponsor as many players as he wants, and it's a win-win. And it's also a way that people can earn money in our platform by helping other people. It's a win-win. It's something wonderful, and that's something that hasn't been created. There's no other platform trying to do that. So basically, you will be able to enter into our platform, see who are the players that are doing well, that want to be into a tournament, and sponsor them. So it's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And it was his idea, to be honest. Yeah.
Just one thing I want to you explain it awesomely, man. But the vision of sponsoring a player came out because there are many places, for example, in Latin America. Let's take, if we are from Argentina, you may know guys, but in Latin America, there's a lot of players who are pretty good at games. They are amazing at games. They are amazing at competing in it and such. But for example, I don't know, a $10 fee is maybe a lot of money for them, or maybe they have it, but they don't want to spend it and try themselves out in the competition and such. So when we said before that we are going to attract a lot of players, we're going to attract players that they couldn't even participate in particular tournaments before because they lack the funds to do it. So that's why it's the vision is the gaming community is amazing. It's a way to give back to the community and say to the players who lack the fun, who can basically partake in a tournament, to try themselves out, be there, create their gaming portfolio, gaming career, as you want to call it, and say, hey man, look at me, I have these stats, these skills and such, but I like the funds. So you can be sponsor and both of you can win, basically. And he said all the stats are going to be there, so the sponsor is going to make an informative decision and not a safe investment, because there's no such thing as safe investment, you may know, Seattle, but yeah, an informative investment, basically. And one thing I want to clarify is, because we are having a lot of questions about it, you're not creating a strict relationship with the competitor or the sponsor. You're just sponsoring them in a particular tournament, though you can still keep sponsoring him in other tournaments he's partaking on or he wants to partake on. But basically that. Also, you can sponsor as many players as you want. If you want to sponsor 10 players, 20 players, and you just say, well, I will make a calculation if I keep the wings, or I will lose money and such, you are free to do it, man.
Yeah.
So basically that. There's many ways you can interact within our platform, being that you're competing in a tournament, you are creating a tournament, you are a DAO holder, I don't know, or you can also sponsor players. So basically that's ChainGamingX, guys. It's huge.
Really great.
Yeah, that's the first thing that came into my mind, is that accessibility for other great players from around the world, right? Other parts of the world that may not have enough money to enter into a bigger tournament. Man, I think that's genius right there, Ricardo. I'm not a gamer, but I understand business, and I think that's very smart of you.
Thank you, Seattle. Yeah,
they are allowing people to help other people, so that's actually really great.
Yeah, because the dollar stretches a long way in a lot of different parts of the world, right? And like you said, $10 may not mean anything over here, or certain part of the world, but other parts of the world.
Yeah, in other countries, a lot of money. Yeah,
not strictly like that, but yeah, I know many players here from Latin America that are excellent. They are pretty good, but as I said, maybe they don't see the reason to partake on a tournament, basically because of that. But you're giving the opportunity to showcase yourself and compete with the great players all around the world, make money, compete, get basically that. So
we're giving the opportunity to everyone, but of course, like we said, it's not like you're guaranteed to be sponsored.
Of course,
the only way for you to guarantee to be sponsored is to start, getting more and more statistics and to play well into a game, because the sponsor will be able to check off all your history and say, hey, he's a good player or not. So basically,
that's why we are hosting basically free of charge tournaments from our side, but also tournament creators are able to charge 0%, basically, because maybe they just want to create a tournament for their friends And I don't know, let's think about just a quick example, guys. Let's think about a League of Legends match. It's 5v5. You got 7 guys, but you're lacking 3. Well, it's a good opportunity to just create a free tournament, include 3 new guys, get to know each other, create a huge community. So, well, basically, as I always say, the gaming community is wonderful.
Yeah, and we've been talking about creating tournaments, but if you guys are listening right now, it's just not limited to just one price only. I foresee this platform expand very rapidly into different price amount of tournaments, right? It could be
yeah, of course.
$100, $1,000, $2,000. So it kind of depends on the tournament or the creator of the tournament. Yeah, man, I think the gaming is big and it's very competitive. And it is the biggest industry out there. So yeah, I think you guys have thought of something very unique and is very comprehensive. Yeah. So I think, when it comes down to this, again, I think the speed, but I think you guys know that speed in marketing, right? So you guys probably recognize this already, but somehow on the first tournament, second tournament, you guys have to capture the winners and literally blow that out of the water, right? Blow that out of the water. Bang, bang, bang. This guy created this tournament. This is how much he wins. Blast that out everywhere. If you guys do that strategically and able to get those winners go viral, it's going to catch a lot of gamers' attention. It's like, God damn, how did this guy make $10,000? Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
If it's possible in a few moments, I believe we can show you some sneak peeks of the platform. But yeah, you're going to see that it's all display basically. So, man, you are having great ideas. It's like you're reading our mind basically. But yeah, it's basically the idea to exposure to these players, exposure to these tournament creators. So yeah, thank you so much for your kind words, man.
Can we show you a little sneak peek, Seattle, for the USA crypto community, or just the homepage?
Perfect. After that, then we can go ahead and show that, and we can go ahead and break down. Let's talk about your pre-sale that's going on right now. After that.
Okay.
Perfect. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you're watching, please. Are you watching now?
Yeah, we can see it.
Perfect. So this is going to be the homepage of the actual platform. If you enter here, you're going to see the ChainGamingX logo. You're going to see the reward store, sponsor, tournaments, leaderboard, future players, a little image and everything. And if you keep scrolling down, you're going to see the featured games. You're going to see that we have Fortnite, Modern Warfare, FIFA, Counter-Strike. You can scroll down here with these arrows, of course, to move to other games. You can see that you have 2 buttons, that is join or create. You will be able to join. If you click join, you're going to see the tournament. If you create, you're going to be able to create tournaments. You keep scrolling down, you're going to have the top leaders. That, of course, here you have the leaders of the week. This is going to be updated in the homepage. Is going to be updated weekly. So basically, these are the top earners of the week. That is, of course, the wins that they have and the earnings that they made in that week. So perfectly, you have number 1, 2, and 3. If you click down here, you can see their profiles.
Their top games too.
Yeah, their top games too. We have the hot tournaments. That this is exactly what we say, that it's a revenue stream. That we say that this place, you have to pay for this place. This is a promoted space where you have to pay to be here. And if you see the tournaments, you can see, for example, the amount of people that have already registered and the amount of people that is the maximum. You can see the game mode, if it's going to be 1v1, the 2v2, the game mode. You're going to see the name of the game, the name of the tournament, who is the creator. You're going to see the entry fee, the prize pool, the X points. That's something that we didn't touch, but that's okay. You're going to be able to join. And of course, here you have the date and time that it's going to be played. And then, of course, if you go down here, you have the upcoming tournament. This is something that's going to be refreshed on real time. So yeah, every time a tournament is created, it's going to be displayed here. But of course, as more tournaments are created, these are going to be disappearing. Then, if you keep scrolling down, you have the sponsor program. It gives you a little description on what sponsorship is. You can look for candidates, or you can look for sponsors. For example, if you're a player, you can look for someone to sponsor you. And if you're a sponsor, you can look for a candidate. You have a tournament commentator. Oh, that's a sneak peek that I'm not going to talk about that now. You have our partners, and that's it. This is the homepage. Look at how simple and easy it will be to
interact with it.
To interact with it, and how pretty it is also, because I think that our colors and how we structure, the images and everything, our front end is actually pretty easy to understand.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I think you guys have thought this out very strategically, very comprehensive platform. And I love the fact that you are capitalized on what is existing out there already, right? You're not inventing games. You're not doing anything. You recognize that it's a big industry, and you're literally just providing a platform to incentivize pretty much entrepreneur, right? Entrepreneurs. That's pretty much
exactly.
And pay people to be on your platform. At the same time, you made it seamlessly trustless, so you don't really have to do anything, not much on your side besides marketing, right? No,
exactly.
Yeah. So it's,
you got it perfectly.
Yeah, man. I think good job, man. As far as entrepreneur side, I think you guys did a good job on thinking all this stuff out. Very well done. I'm actually very excited for this platform. See how you guys do. Actually, I will be buying on it. Not financial advice. I will definitely buy into the project for sure. All right. I think we pretty much covered everything now. I want to talk about the Tokenomics and your pre-sale going on right now.
Perfect. So let's talk about everything. We have a 1 billion total supply of our token. Like I said, we are a 0% tax on buy, sell, and transfer. And that's, of course, if you go to our audit, you will be able to see that we can't modify that. It's not that we will be able to put taxes in the future. Our token is a standard token, 0% buy, 0% tax on buy, sell, or transfer. We have already now a Fairlaunch that is taking place at Pinksale. For everyone that doesn't know what Pinksale is it's a launchpad where you can offer your token to raise funds. That's exactly what we're doing. We're raising funds right now in our Fairlaunch in order for us to keep on developing this amazing project that if you have here until now, I think that you might agree that we have something good in our hands. The Fairlaunch is ending in, I believe, like 12 hours, maybe. In 12 hours, you have the last 12 hours before
14, maybe,
before launch. We're having a lot of Fairlaunch rewards. If you go to our Twitter, you will be able to see the Fairlaunch rewards. If you go to our Telegram group and check pinned messages, we're offering a bunch of rewards for Fairlaunch investors. For example, you're going to have early access to the DAO. Some of them are going to have a 15% cashback on BNB. We're not giving away free tokens because there's other pre-sales that, for example, give free tokens, but we're not giving free token. We're offering cashback to some certain users. We're also inviting our top two contributors to our office here in Argentina. Go into our Twitter, in our Telegram. You can see that we always post pictures of our office. We have our gaming office that is right here. We're inviting our top two contributors here in Argentina. We're paying plane tickets and hotel for only 3 days, not more than that because it's going to be crazy expensive. But we're inviting people over here, and like I said, it's ongoing until 12 hours more. 1 billion max supply, 0% tax is on Binance Smart Chain, and I believe that for the tokenomics side, that's it. Yeah.
Awesome. I love that zero tax. I think that's very crucial. It's gonna be big. What's gonna do is, I think that this should go out. There's gonna be a lot of traction, whether that's trader by itself, but it's very crucial that zero tax. A lot of projects out there, they set the tax is very high to prevent seller.
Yeah.
Also prevent buyers as well, right? You need activity in any kind of project. So I think that's actually very important. Now, did you guys have any other rounds before your pre-sale currently? And if you did, how much was it?
Perfect. We have no private sale. We have no seed freight. Everything until now has been totally bootstrapped by the core team. We have done all our own funds for marketing and promotion and everything. So essentially, we didn't have any private sales, so no one has to worry about that. That at launch there will be people holding the token. In fact, almost all the tokens are locked. If you go to our Pinksale site, you're going to see the pie chart that shows that most of the tokens are locked and everything will be unlocked in the future. Most of them, like we said, like our team tokens have a vesting schedule that is going to be released, for example, 5% every 20 days or something like that. So there's no private sale.
Okay, so no private sale. Okay, that's great. Okay, awesome. And you guys are at 181 BNB currently, and you don't have a hard cap.
Perfect. So 181. We were checking that too. Awesome. So we don't have a hard cap. It's a fair launch. That's something that I also want to answer. In Pinksale, you have different options. You have, for example, the option to do a pre-sale, a fair launch, a subscription, a Dutch sale, or a private sale. You have all these 5 different styles. We selected Fairlaunch because, like I say, and maybe you have all noticed, I'm fully focused on on allowing this to everyone. You know, I'm fully focused on community. I'm fully focused on allowing everyone that wants to participate. And the thing that Fairlaunch has is that it has no minimum and no maximum. So essentially, you can contribute as much as you want and as much as you can also. So basically, we are allowing anyone to enter. So that's why the Fairlaunch doesn't have a hard cap. It has a soft cap that you need to meet in order for your Fairlaunch to be successful. And then, of course, you raise as much funds as you can. And the Fairlaunch ends, you have your price determined. The price is not determined until the end of the Fairlaunch, and it's calculated by the total amount of BNB raised divided by the total amount of tokens you are offering. We're offering in our Fairlaunch 250 million, that is 25% of the total supply, and also we're offering 12.5% that it goes directly to the liquidity on PancakeSwap. That the liquidity is going to be locked for more than a year, so you don't have to worry about us draining the liquidity and everything, because we're not going to have access to that until more than a year. So that's actually great. So 38%, yeah, almost 38% of the total supply is going to be distributed at Fairlaunch. So we'll have to wait until we finish and see how many BNBs are the total, so we can divide by the supply that we have offered, and then we'll have the price and market cap.
Yes.
Awesome. And looks like 51% is going to the liquidity pool. And
Yeah,
you said
exactly.
how long is that going to be locked up for there, Otto?
It's going to be for 1 year, exactly 1 year. Yeah. So for 1 year, it's not possible that for us, for example, go launch and drain the liquidity. That's not going to happen. So of course, everyone can invest knowing that we won't be able to touch that.
Okay, perfect. And I do see that you guys will have a sex exchange listing, Bit2. Is that correct?
Bit2, yeah, Bit2, perfect. Yeah, that's a tier 2 centralized exchange. It's not considered tier 1, but of course it was cheap for us. So basically, we're going to be listed there. I believe that 1 week after we are launching. Let me see the calendar, because I'm going to see the year. On April 14th. Perfect. Yeah, on April 14th is going to be, that is on Friday, we're going to be listed on a centralized exchange. Yeah, that is Bit2. And the official announcement will be on April 12th, I believe. That is going to be announced on their social media. That is part of the marketing package that they include when you list on their exchange.
Awesome. All right. No private sale, nothing to date. Just a pre-sale going on right now. Fairlaunch. I do expect the last 12 hours is going to be, you're going to get a lot of BNB after this here.
Yeah,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So 181. Usually on the Fairlaunch, with me as well. I'm glad that I did this AMA with you guys. So we're doing AMA with you guys. I think the community and myself understand the project better. I like everything that you guys said so far. I like the plan. I like the vision. But again, with every single project, as you guys know, every business idea, all it comes down to is execution, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
The team is really important to that. So that, like we always say, like we're fully doxed, fully committed, like we're into this. But besides that, I would like you all to know that this thing truly, it's passionate for us. We're doing this with a lot of passion, because it's like, an industry that we love, like doing something that we are also going to use.
Having fun.
You have to think, these guys, that we're going to be users of the platform as well. So essentially, we're building this platform the way we want it to be. So trust me that if you're a gamer, you're going to be well satisfied on what we're building here.
Yeah, it's big. So I definitely can see you guys going to be around, I don't know, maybe 300 BNB. No problem there. Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, I think you also recognize that how important the contract is, and getting a good company to audit that contract, because I think that is your foundation there, right?
Exactly.
So
that's what gives the security to people to interact with our platform, because when they come into our platform, they have to connect their wallet. They're going to interact with a contract that is going to take their funds from their wallet. So all this type of security and transparency is a must. So that's why we're going to have all our contracts audited. So basically, we're going to showcase there, and everyone that wants to see the audit to be safe and say, hey, the tournament creator won't drain my funds. There's now hidden functionality. If I sponsor a player, I'm going to get my money. When I use the reward store, I'm going to get the exact item that I'm redeeming. All of this is going to be shown in all the different audits. So basically, that's part of our transparency.
Perfect. Otto, Ricardo, man, you guys, looks like you guys have a great dynamic between you guys as well. So I think that's important. So I think we cover pretty much everything that's important on there. We are running towards 2 hours already, but Mike has been almost. But Mike has been keep tracking questions from the community. You guys, let's take some questions. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, of course. Sure. Question for the community are the best ones.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. So with that said, Mike is going to come on and he's going to read some of the questions away.
Perfect.
All right, so I got a couple of questions of my own here to start off here. Amazing concept, bros. Amazing concept.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike.
So take this, right? Me and the clan, we're getting down on a Friday night on Counter-Strike. We got all the boys together. We got down in the game. There's a sponsor keeping track of all of our records. I'm fucking doing a crazy KDR, 17.1, or something crazy, right? What happens if I drop game? Do I lose all my stats for that game?
What do you mean? If you are playing the game? If you're playing the game and, for example, you disconnect because you want, or why?
If I lagged out, say if I have a connection issue and there's so much lag in my area, maybe my ping is like over 400, right? And the computer.
And you're inside a tournament.
Yeah, and I'm inside a tournament. And we're getting a tracked record here. What happens if I'm like 3/4 of the way through a match? I'm getting down on dust 2 or something, and and it just drops out on me. Do I still get accumulation for what I did play?
That's an excellent question, awesome, and that's something that we actually get a lot in the AMAs about the lag issues and all the issues related that some player can't manage. For example, you lose internet connection, you in the connection you have lag, the lights went out, or
you can't connect because you're stuck with traffic.
Any type of issue, like we say, it's going to be determined by the tournament creator. Each tournament creator is the one responsible for deciding what's the penalization or what's the arrangement when that happens. What we are going to always say is that the tournament creator has to put the strict rules in the tournament description, and the rules will include, for example, if a player doesn't show up to a match, disqualification, for example. And if a player has an issue, for example, lag, or like you said, or anything related to other things, every tournament creator is the responsible for selecting what is going to happen. Maybe if you're in that tournament and the tournament creator says, hey, it's true that you're lagging because I know you're running through a wall, for example, and he can see you that, for example, you're truly lagging, maybe he can say, okay, yeah, we're going to stop the match and we're going to reschedule. And if he decides to reschedule, you're, of course, getting all the statistics you have already accumulated in the tournament. Yeah. But if that tournament creator, for example, says, no, man, I'm sorry, if you read the rules, the lag is not an issue, it's on your end, he's going to, for example, disqualify or maybe give the match to the other guy. And yes, of course, you're not going to lose all the statistics, but that tournament is going to show that you lost in that stage.
Oop, I muted myself there. Perfect. All right, so I appreciate that. Great answer. Next question is...
It depends on the tournament creator.
It's a freedom that we're giving.
We're giving freedoms for everyone to create the tournaments as they like.
Right. So this actually rolls me right into the next question here as your user base grows tremendously, right? But you may not have a lot of sponsors, but you got a huge user base out. Maybe there's 600 tournaments. We'll throw a crazy number out there, right? We'll do 600 tournaments going on right now, all simultaneously. Now, you might not be able to sustain all of that. Will there be some sort of 24-hour period where I could set my tournament at 2 p.m. today, and there can't be another one that you set for maybe 2 days?
Okay.
If you follow
Yeah, that's a question that we haven't been asked yet. So that's actually something that we haven't even think about that, because yeah, if we grow, like Jack said, like we have 600 tournaments at the same time, if we look it from our side, it's the best thing we can happen, because remember that our revenue depends on the amount of tournaments created. So if we're having that amount of traffic, it's awesome. But maybe if you look it from the point of view of a tournament creator, maybe that tournament creator says, hey, I'm putting a tournament here, but I have like a lot of competition, for example. But if I have to answer the question, and I'm going to say it again, we're building something decentralized here. So basically we're putting the platform over there, and if we have a tremendous user base, and people are not able to fill their tournaments because they have huge competition, I believe that the ones that actually fill their tournaments are going to be more incentivized on doing things right to maintain their level and status and to keep on getting their tournaments filled, for example. I believe that that's the best question I have, or Rick.
Maybe, for example, if you're new creating tournaments and you have to compete, it's a way that you could thrive basically and offer many perks. For example, at first you are going to charge, I don't know, maybe nothing, but then you are going to start charging just a little bit until you keep on growing. You're going to start, offering different services. For example, you will stream the match. You are going to upload the match on YouTube. I don't know. You're going to update the stats quickly, and so, I mean, you're going to start growing yourself within the other tournament creators. Yeah. But that's a good way, basically, to incentivize you guys to start making yourself up there, ranking up from initiate to enthusiast to rank master. You're going to have your own perks, and basically, I believe that's the solution from the question you're asking, basically.
Yeah.
Great answer. Actually, for the next one here, now say we got a tournament. There's a 10-on-10 player match, whatever the game, it doesn't matter. And I can't make it, but all of my guys are on. Will there be some sort of closed or tight betting system that I could bet that my team will win against the other team, and they could vice versa bet against us to increase the pot of each round if they wanted to?
Perfect. So actually,
it's a good question because
it's a great question because it touches two things. That one is betting, and the other is this thing called wagering. So there are other platforms that already exist that are really good, that have my total respect, that they already created this wagering feature where you actually wager against other players and saying, hey, let's play a match and let's bet some money. For example, let's bet $20 each, and the one that wins the money, the one that wins the match, the match gets it. So basically, that's more like match oriented or one thing oriented. It's not like tournament or oriented, but that already exists, and that is something that we will be looking to add in our platform in the future. If you enter into our white paper, you can see that in the last part we talk about how we are going to be forever evolving. That means that our white paper is not static. Our roadmap is not static. We're going to be, of course, adding more things. But since that utility already exists and there are other platforms that have them really great, that's why we said, hey, we're not going to focus on this that other people have. We're going to focus on things that other people don't have, like sponsor a player, and that is what we're going to be developing. After we have that developed and after we have that up and running, we're going to do all these different things. That includes, of course, the wagering system and the betting system. Yeah. Also, for example, if you don't want to play a game but you want to enter a tournament and say, hey, look at this guy. He has amazing statistics. He has won like 20 tournaments. I'm going to bet that he's going to win. And yes, of course, we're going to create the betting system that is going to be. It's going to be like really. It's going to be another revenue stream, but it needs to be very careful because, of course, betting is going to be something difficult. We haven't even started thinking about it, but we will be implementing it in the future, the same as wagering.
Yeah, because we like that utility.
Yeah, we will love that utility, to be honest. The wagering utility is something really fun for me, but we will be doing that in the future, not right now.
100%, and that can get really deep with the pockets too. That's something that I would love personally. Say I'm out with the wife, but I want to bet the bros that they're going to win. That could be absolutely awesome.
Exactly.
Next question is also for me is coming in about the NFTs, right? More of a suggestion, maybe a question.
Okay.
With these NFTs, could they be implemented into the platform where you say that there's say you've got a Fortnite, there's a 100-round match, and there's a $1 entry fee. Now, maybe we could do like a $1, $5, $10, whatever amount NFT. Could these NFTs be minted and integrated into the game platform where, say, I got a $10 coupon NFT where if I don't have any money today, but I bought this NFT. Maybe I can use it once a week to get into some $10 match for free.
Okay, perfect. So using NFT as entry fees and also as prize pool, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, we haven't thought about that yet because NFTs are also a technology that we are like not actually developing at the moment because, for example, I personally believe that if you're going to develop a good NFT, it has to have like an amazing utility, because if you're going to develop NFT because of the hype, most of the NFT hype projects failed. So like we said, we're not actually now focused on making NFTs and everything. Yeah. But yeah, I personally love the technology. And like I said, if I'm going to introduce NFTs into my platform, they're truly going to have like a 100% utility, and they will be like something people would actually want. We're not going to create NFTs, I don't know, maybe profile NFTs or NFTs that doesn't have any utility. But if we do the NFTs, we're of course going to provide utility, and that, like you said, it's an amazing suggestion that we can use that different types of NFTs as entries or prize pools, or also maybe offer these NFTs in our reward store and stuff.
I love it. I love it. Let's see. I had one last question. What was it? It was, oh man, what was it? It was, I'm drawing a blank here, guys. All right, let me go on to this community questions, and I'll roll back to that
sure.
one.
Okay.
Let's see. We already went over that one. This was an absolutely great breakdown too, guys. A lot of these questions were already answered, but let me see if I can't pick out some good ones here. So this one's from Ori here. This is talking about the Web 2 and Web 3. Now, there are some games out there that are on the Web 2, Web 3 that are not on console, or maybe even some Steam platform or Ubisoft platform, right? They're strictly Web 2, Web 3. Now, will these players be able to also vote for these types of games onto your platform? And will it be a maybe use of emails to sign into this account? What is the whole sign-in process to onboard onto your gaming platform here? Is it going to be load up my wallet, connect in my wallet, or is it going to be also a subscription service where I get to put in my email and stay updated?
Perfect. That's a really great question, and let's go through parts. Yeah, the first part, where if user will be able to vote, the only way to vote and the only way to be part of the company is to stake your tokens in the DAO. So that's a Web3 yes or yes step that you need to do in order for you to be part of the company, of the decision-making process. So essentially, you need to have your tokens, you need to stake it. There's no other way that a person that doesn't have CGX and has taken in the DAO to be part of the decision-making process. And if we go to the sign up step by step, it's really important and really good, because that's something that we want to say about the barriers that we have, of the people that, of course, that doesn't know how to enter into the Web3 space and everything. We are going to allow sign up by email. That means that we're going to allow people to, of course, connect directly to their MetaMask. But if they don't have a MetaMask or a Trust Wallet yet, we are going to allow them to connect by email and to create an account. But they are not going to have the full usability of the platform. They are only going to be able to register themselves, so they can be part of the platform. They can have their profile and everything. They can update their username of each game that they play. They can update the statistics of the game. They can do everything. But if they want to enter into a tournament or harness any of the utilities that we have in our platform, they will need to create a wallet. And that's where the idea of Rick, of having tutorials, customer service, and helping people to get their wallets,
it's a requirement that I asked.
Exactly. That's how we break a little bit the barrier. For example, because we know that there's a lot of people that want to register into our platform, but they don't even know how to use MetaMask. So as soon as they see that thing, they're going to say, no, this is too difficult for me.
Yeah.
But if we allow the button that is sign up, that we have when we show the homepage, I don't know if many of you have noticed, but there it says sign up. By allowing that button, we're breaking the barrier, because we are retaining a possible client, a possible customer a possible user, if you want to go like that. And then, of course, when he wants to, of course, he has already checked the entire website and wants to interact and wants to enter into a tournament, that's when a pop-up will say, you need to establish your wallet first. We're going to have two items that is going to be set up a MetaMask wallet or set up a Trust wallet. We're going to have the tutorials. If he needs extra help, we're going to have the chat that is going to be 24/7. We're hiring people from different time zones that they will be able to assist them. So all of that is absolutely planned, and that's a great question, Ori.
Awesome question.
Love it. And that user feedback, that's going to be in your Telegram only, or will it be also through the website?
No, the customer service will run in the website itself. Yeah. So basically, we're going to have a chat that is going to be run by people from different time zones. So, for example, if we do it the way we're doing it now, if you enter into our Telegram chat, for example, now we have mods, and we have the 24 hours of the day covered up by different mods. That these mods are from different sides of the different parts of the world. So when it's nighttime for us, we have our mod that it's working, that it hits 7 a.m. for example. Yeah, and we're doing the same thing into our customer service team, that we're going to hire people that will assist these users with anything that happens, and they are going to be on different time zones. So of course we can do it 24/7, but it's going to be an in-game website chat.
Way to do it. That's the way to do it for sure. So the next question here, and I don't know if it broke it down really. Can you break down the X points for me?
Perfect. Yeah, basically, it's a way to, I mean, not only you can make money or prizes through competing, grinding tournaments and such, also you can earn X points, which is I don't know if it's correct to say currency, but yeah, it's a way.
It's a reward system.
Yeah,
points.
It's a reward system points. Sorry guys, I'm a little. But yeah, basically, as we showed before, you had the prize pool, the entry fee, and you could see there was like X points reward. Well, basically, as we say, we have our proper in-game in our platform store, where you can exchange these X points for physical and digital rewards. For example, all gaming related, of course. For example, a keyboard, I don't know, headsets and such from our sponsors, basically, for with these X points. And also could be digital stuff, maybe like, I don't know, discount codes, game keys, well, many more things. But basically, what we're trying to say is that you're not only competing for this for money and such, you're also competing for X points. Even though you finish last within our tournament, you're still getting these X points. Of course, it correlates with the first place and the last place, basically, but you're always getting your hand full on these X points. Yeah. You're not going empty-handed from any tournament, basically. But also, you can earn these X points by doing, I don't know, daily tasks, for example, daily login, retweet a tweet, share
follow us on some social media,
follow a player, like sponsor a player, create a tournament, compete on a tournament. So while you interact within our platform, you're going to get a hold of this X point, basically, and you can use it in our reward store for the prices I already mentioned. That's going to be covered up by our sponsor.
Digital or physical?
Digital or physical. Sorry, guys, if I messed up at the beginning of the answer, but
it's okay.
Yeah.
But he was explaining that the X points, to explain it a little bit faster also, it's the reward system points that we have in our platform, guys.
That's right.
Remember that it's not the same as the CGX currency. CGX currency is something completely different than the X points. The X point is something that we are giving to every player in that interacts with our platform, and it's our own reward system. For example, let's go way back in the example that we said about Seattle's Fortnite tournament. For example, in Seattle's Fortnite tournament, he selected that the prize pool is going to be distributed with the first 10 users, for example, and we have 40 users that doesn't receive a prize. But everyone in that tournament will always receive X points. Remember, of course, it's not the same that you are first place and if you are last place. If you're in first place, you're going to, of course, earn more X points. And if you're in last place, you're going to earn less X points, but still you're getting these X points that then, of course, after you've been using the platform for a while, you will be able to redeem that for digital things such as game codes, discount codes, gift cards, or anything that's digital. Or if not, we will be able to also provide physical stuff. That one question that we always get is that, of course, every physical stuff the shipping cost goes by the user. But hey, for example, if you're exchanging your 1 year worth of X points into a new pair of headsets, for example, and you're essentially getting them for free, and you need to pay $15 on shipping, it's worth it. But yeah, that's how the X point works. That's the reward system points that we are getting into our ecosystem to reward everyone by interacting with our platform.
I love that. That's quite a few things you can accumulate the X points for and use.
Yeah.
That's absolutely awesome. Next question. This is actually a pretty good one coming from the community here, Rainham. This is talking about creating a crowdfunding feature within the sponsor program. The question is, can there be, sometimes you have a 100-player match. It's almost next to impossible to keep up with all these stats. Is there an option to have multiple sponsors inside one match?
Okay, to answer that question, no. Only one sponsor can sponsor one player at a time. That means that one player can be sponsored by only one person, but it's not the same for the sponsor. The sponsor can sponsor as many players as they can. Yeah. They for example, can enter into a tournament and, hey, I'm going to sponsor 5 different players of this tournament.
Of the 100 players.
Yeah, or maybe I can go into, 5 different tournaments and sponsor 5 different people from 5 different tournaments. But if you are a player, you can be sponsored only by one people. You can't be crowdfunding, funded by other different people. You can only have a relationship that lasts for that tournament with only one person. Sorry, not people.
Yeah.
Yep. No, my God, that was perfect. That was a great answer there. This is actually a funny one. Yeah, coming in from 100 Proof. I love this question, by the way. Is it true that having an RGB rig will make you a better gamer? Do you follow this question?
What? Can you repeat?
Yeah, I got the question.
ROG, he says?
RGB.
The lights, yeah.
Yeah, man. It makes you a better player.
That makes you a better player.
It makes you a better player. Yeah.
All right.
I actually have RGB in my CPU.
Who doesn't have RGB, man? Come on.
Oh, man, that thing is it's spitting rainbows at me right now over here. Too.
Yeah. If it doesn't spit rainbow,
I actually have that
game
on my keyboard also. Yeah, of course. I won't deny that.
Awesome question, man.
His second question is here: is there going to be a daily cap one person can earn every single day?
No. The direct answer is no. In our platform, you will be able to earn as much as you want. If you want to play 5 different daily tournaments, you will be able to do that. As long as you can, organize yourself to play each one, you will be able to do it. You can earn as much money as you want by creating tournaments or playing tournaments. You can create, for example, 10 tournaments that are simultaneous. And if you have the ability to, of course, manage all that, that's up to you.
Man.
Yeah.
You can make yourself a career.
But everyone will be able to use the platform as much as they like.
Amazing. His last question is here: inside of ChainGamingX, will there be some sort of ranking system or leaderboard outside of what Counter-Strike or Diablo or Call of Duty already has? A global ranking system. Will you have that inside?
Perfect.
Yeah. That correlates with the sponsor program also too. As we said, you're going to have your stat. I mean, you are maybe going to play many games, basically not just one game. I don't know, maybe you are a pro in Fortnite and League of Legends. That could happen. Basically, you're going to have your top game that you're going to input there, basically for the sponsor to watch. But yeah, as far as it goes for the question, yes, you are going to have a leaderboard with all your plays and games of different games you compete in from each tournament.
Yeah.
That basically that depends. But yes, we are going to have our own leaderboard.
That is going to showcase not just your statistics in the game, but your statistics in our platform. How many money have you earned? How many tournaments have you won? What's your level? We will have this leaderboard, and of course, you will be able to filter by game or by overall from all games. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
We're gonna have that.
Great answer, guys. Let's see. This one's coming in from Henry Sky. Good question here. Is what are the qualifications or the requirements of being a sponsor? Is it, you come apply and boom, I'm a sponsor? Or do you guys need to vet out every sponsor that comes in?
Everyone can enter in our platform, can be a sponsor. The only thing you need to be sponsored is to have enough money to pay for the entry fee of the other guy. That's it. Everyone can be sponsored. You don't have to make a special registration, nothing. Connect your wallet, enter to the list of the tournaments of people that wants to be sponsored, click to him, send him your offer. If he accepts it, you're his sponsor. As simple as that.
Yeah.
Perfect. And I know we're running about 2 hours here. I'm going to take just a couple more for you guys. This one's coming in from Michael Bonds. This is coming back to the X points here. Is there a maximum, is there a certain amount that must be accumulated before one can acquire them, or is this just automatically get acquired as you play?
You get automatically acquired. Yeah, as you keep on playing, you're going to be receiving X points. You play a tournament, if you win percentage of the prize pool, you're going to get percentage of the prize pool and X points. And if you don't get a percentage of the prize pool, you're getting X points as well. And if you complete other daily tasks, you're getting X points. But yeah, there's no minimum you need to start earning that. No, you will always be earning X points every time you use it. Think of X points as like, for example, credit card points. The more you use our platform, the more X points you have. The more you use your credit card, the more points you have on your credit card. Yeah. So basically, it works the same. And also, it's not that easy for you to, like, for example, hey, I played 2 tournaments, I can go and redeem something on the rewards. So it's not going to be like that. That's always like credit card points. Of course, you need to spend quite a while in our platform for you to be able to redeem it for something.
For example, connect your MetaMask, connect your wallet or such is going to give you points. Basically, you log in that specific day, any day, you're going to get points, and you're going to see all those in your dashboard.
Amazing. What questions I just have here? This one's coming in from Roderick here. I think we touched on this pretty early in the AMA about gathering into a local spot to play a game. Now, his question is there any plans to take this tournament, games offline somewhere where it would be maybe this you guys sponsoring into this one location, but keeping track of all of it on one locale play? If you follow what I mean, you have 20 computers all hooked up to the same network, but in one location, offline. Is this possible?
Rick? Yeah, you mean like, I think I got your question. You mean like hosting in real time in a place like that?
Correct, yeah. Say I wanted to, my 10 guys wanted to meet up with your 10 guys, and there's a spot that you guys offer to do so. Now,
in real life tournaments.
Exactly.
Yeah, we didn't think about that, but it's an amazing idea. Yeah, because we're trying to as you suggested, make a huge community where people gather up, meet each other. So it will be awesome, to
in real life tournament is something that we're exploring in the future. If you see our roadmap, you can see that ChainGamingX League is actually the end game for us. If you ask ourselves, like, guys, what's your end game on this? What's the thing? What's the vision of this project? Is for us to grow that big that we actually become a league. And when I say a league, is that we are a professional league where esports team are going to compete in our league. So we're going to have like the ChainGamingX League for CSGO, ChainGamingX League for League of Legends, and we are going to have esports team playing in our league, and we're going to have sponsors, we're going to have in real life events. That's our end game. That's where we are, of course, trying to reach, because that's what's going to make us fully mainstream.
Yeah, but for a casual point of view, it's amazing. We will try to of course, make it happen. Yeah.
Absolutely, because that's absolutely massive around a lot of places around the world already. Local spots where a bunch of bros and a bunch of gamers in general can all meet up and game it out, and they're on just one local server, basically.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
No, sorry. It's okay. Let's go with the next question.
Next question is, I'll try to keep this about the last one, maybe one more, is about a player profile creation. Now, obviously, we're signing up for the platform. We're using the platform. is there any sort of customizable profile one can use or make rather to better define one player as they work themselves up the rank, where it's like a profile picture, maybe a bio, maybe even tracked game plays, what you've played, how long you've played these things?
Awesome. So everyone in our platform, we have their own unique social media profile. Actually, for everyone that wants to know more about that, if you enter into our white paper, you can see that we have a section that speaks about the social media profile, that it's really important for us, because your social media, everyone is going to have one associated to their wallet, where you will be able, of course, put your username, your profile picture, a description, what's your favorite game, and in your profile, you will be able to showcase how much wins you have, how many earnings you have throughout the platform. Your social media profile inside our platform is like your small piece of ChainGamingX, where you show what type of player you are and the quality of player you are. So essentially, everyone that enters into your profile, he will be able to see all your statistics and all your history in the game.
Also the profile pic too.
Also profile pic, yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now, I don't want to go too long here. There is a couple more questions, actually quite a few more between Twitter as well. I'm going to tell the community, give you guys a chance. If there's anybody that wants to ask on voice, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions if you'd like to. If not, guys, no worries. I'd like Drybit and to leave us with maybe like a 5-minute pitch, if you can fit it inside 5 minutes, on why USA Crypto Group should choose ChainGamingX.
Okay, perfect. So no pressure at all, you know, on the elevator pitch. No, guys, but to be honest, and to close this,
you wanted to add something?
I was supposed to speak, but I think I heard someone maybe. No? Okay, so I'm Is there someone there or not? I don't know.
I think Mike is trying to say something.
That was just me laughing, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, guys. So let's get again, guys. Let's get again. It's 12 p.m. So basically, it's now midnight here in Buenos Aires. I'm going to say the best way I can. I think you can all notice that we're like very energetic and passionate about this, and we have been working like, I don't know, maybe 24 hours straight on this. And it's fun, you know, because when you're working on something that you love, you don't have any issue of being 24 hours awake and keep on working, because it's something great. So essentially, why USA Crypto Group should invest in us? Like we said, guys, we have all the ingredients to make this happen. We have all the right ingredients to make this great project happen. We have a great idea. We have selected an industry that keeps on growing. We have a fully doxed and committed team. We have an experienced team also. We have everything that we need to make this great. We have identified which are the weak points of our competition. We are basically bringing this amazing decentralized product into the gaming ecosystem, and it's the globalized gaming ecosystem. We're not focusing on a niche. We're not focusing on a hype. We're not focusing on that. We're going to the back old school gaming, you know, that's exactly how it goes.
But with a twist.
Yeah, but with a twist, exactly. We're going to the old school gaming, but adding all these amazing and beautiful things that blockchain technology has given to us, because I think that we can all agree that blockchain is the future. If not, we won't be here, because if you're here, I assume that you're, you know, a crypto enthusiast, of course. So basically, guys, I can assure you that we are gamers, and we're making these for gamers. We have the experience required to make that. We have identified something that is missing. And remember, guys, we're introducing new utilities. For example, sponsor a player that doesn't even exist yet. So that's something that really puts a smile on my face, and also the DAO and the decentralization. So I think that the whole idea of the project is amazing. And like we said, it will be run by a team of full passionate people, guys. So essentially, that's something you all need to know, guys, that I'm going to be here. Rick, of course, is the CEO. He's the one that had the idea. He's the one that is implementing. I'm here to support and of course, to contribute to this vision, because I truly believe that. I think that we're mixing the best of both worlds. If you see our name, guys, is ChainGamingX. That actually represents chain for blockchain, gaming for video games, and X stands for innovation. So basically, our name already says what we are and what we're trying to do, and we're going to disrupt the gaming industry. That's something really, exactly. That's something that's going to really catch a lot of eyes, and also people are going to look at us and say, hey, these guys are into something. And like I said to Seattle a few minutes ago, I hope that in 1 year from now you can see us going mainstream, and we can all remember that we've been here, we've been talking, we're having so much fun for 2 hours straight talking about our platform. Because to be honest, guys, the AMA, it's the most powerful tool that we can have, because no one will describe you better our project than us, than Rick, the CEO, and me, the COO. You can read the white paper as many times as you want. You can read our website. You can ask questions in the chat. But no one will tell you better what we are, what we're trying to do than us. So once again, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much, Seattle, for giving us this time to express, to promote, and to tell everyone about this great thing we have going.
To the community,
to the community,
community listening to us here
to the 2 hours. To the community for being here,
you know. So much, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much. We have a lot of people. Thank you once again so much for the CGX Army. That, trust me, guys, I'm seeing you on the list of participants. I'm seeing you, every one of you, with the CGX logo, and I'm so happy that for you, for most of you, it must be like, I don't know, maybe 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., but you're still here supporting. So that puts a smile on my face, and that also shows the USA Crypto Group that we actually have an amazing community that is supporting, and we couldn't be happier. So I believe that will be a little pitch on why you should select us and why you should invest in us. And of course, like we said, we're fully committed. Yeah. Our DMs are always open. We're like I said before in my introduction, I've invested in many pre-sales. To be honest, I've invested in, I have to say, a number more than 100 pre-sales around all this time. And one thing that I noticed, and I say to Rick, is that, Rick, there's no project ever that has 2 members of the core team that are 24/7 in the group chat answering any questions. That doesn't happen every time. So that's something that we are also working for. That is that you can find us at any time in the group chat, except for now that we maybe go and take a few, maybe, I don't know, maybe 4-hour break, to get some sleep. But you will get us in just 4 hours again, guys. But once again, thank you very much.
Amazing work, man. Yeah.
That was amazingly said. And that's it, right? Just a couple hours is all we need, just like the classic gamers, 2, maybe 3 hours maximum.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, this is going to be the part where I appreciate everything that's been said tonight, but I'm going to kick it over to a giveaway that I'll be doing tonight. I do want to leave you guys also saying that I'm going to upload this to YouTube after we're all said and done here. Shoot you guys over a copy that way you guys have for your record.
Perfect. Yeah, of course.
And I know it is late for you guys. I'm going to do the giveaway. You can stay or go. Totally up to you guys. I know it's...
No, we can stay. We can stay. Don't worry. We're going to hang out with you guys.
You're such an awesome dude, Mike.
Let me pull up my wheel here. There it is. All right, guys. Well, we have $20 that we're going to be giving away on the wheel tonight to one random participant, as well as I'm going to go through all of the questions that we've had and award another $20 where. One of the things that we like to do, and this is absolutely a great opportunity for you guys as well, is raise awareness to your Telegram group by sending our members over there and telling them to drop the USA Crypto Group sticker. And I'll be over there in a little bit to award an additional $10 winner. Is this something that you guys would consider?
Sorry, Mike, what we were saying, sorry about that.
One of the things that we like to do is send our community to raise awareness to your Telegram as well by going over and dropping a USA Crypto Group sticker that I will randomly also award a $10 ticket to as well. Is this something?
Yeah, of course.
Of course. Bring them on. No worries.
Love it. Love it. All right. Well, let me shuffle up the wheel here, guys, and we'll get our first winner off the wheel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One question, Mike, while the wheel is spinning, how do you manage to get the 257 names over there? That's manual, or you have a program?
Oh, I wish there was a program. But no.
Okay. Yeah, well, because we also do the same thing, and we are always like doing screenshots or maybe doing videos on the on the
Yep.
participants and then type in the manual.
Nope, I do it live as we go, and I try to, right towards the end, I'll go through them fastly to see if anybody has left or anything to keep an updated list. But it is quite the task. A couple hundred AMAs. I've took them down every single name, every single time.
Yeah,
if
I think
we have the same issue, so we understand you.
If there's a program out there and I find it, or if you find it, let's talk, guys.
Yeah, let's talk, man. Maybe you can copy that list and send it to us, dude.
Yeah. With that being said, Shaky, congratulations. You have won yourself $20, and that is it for the wheel, guys. I'm going to go through all of the questions as well through Twitter, also through Telegram here. Awarded $20 there. Like I said, also, I'll be over in ChainGamingX's Telegram in a little bit, give you guys a little chance to head on over there and try to earn some money. Be over there a little bit to pick that as well. Now, I'm going to follow up also with a $15 opportunity to like, share, comment on our YouTube upload as well. So stay tuned for that, guys. With that being said, I think that's everything else for us tonight here. And that was absolutely an amazing AMA. It got me so interested to keep up with you guys because this is all stuff that I grew up doing and will continue to do because a gamer, you'll never not be a gamer.
Thank you very much, Mike. We had a really fun time here. Thank you, Seattle, also. It's been amazing.
100%. All right, guys. Well, we look forward to seeing your progress and maybe have you guys back in the future as well.
Yeah, we hope to.
Yeah, we will, of course, for a follow-up AMA.
Love it. All right. Well, everybody, you guys have a good night and look out for that post.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Peace.